Good morning, everyone. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the Platinum Incubator Sibanye SLP handover event. In line with welcoming you and making you feel comfortable and very much in place, I would like to acknowledge a few dignitaries that joined us today. Because they say charity begins at home, I'd like to acknowledge first my board of directors, the representatives from our government structure that joined us today, our deputy chair, Dr. Takalani Madibandila. Hopefully he doesn't penalize me for saying his surname not in a desired fashion. And also Mr. Joseph Mpafodi is also in our board of directors assisting around fundraising. We're very fortunate today. This event is not a very lengthy event, it's a short event. However, we were able to secure the Sibanye dignitaries that have joined us in our midst. We were able to secure the Councillor Kombe, our MEC in local municipality of Rustenburg, and we also have our special guests, the beneficiaries of all interventions that we do as community civil society, our self-incubator, government, and industry, which is the companies that we engage with to collaborate and help upcoming businesses. So I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our SMMEs that have joined us today, and also those that are also aspiring to be SMMEs and are on our developmental programs, internship programs, and also look forward to being effective Platinum Group of Metals beneficiaries. You're all welcome. Having said that, it's been a journey between the Platinum Incubator and Sibanye. And of course, the glue that we've always had, which is government regulations that have made sure that we keep a viable relationship, a strong relationship throughout the years. The journey began quite a while back in 2007, 2008, as Anglo, where there were heads that came together and said, we want an institution that's going to benefit youth in Northwest and the whole of South Africa to be able to beneficiate minerals. These heads actually came up with a perfect entity called the Platinum Incubator, which then hosted different initiatives in pursuit of making sure that small businesses and youth and those aspiring beneficiaries participate in the minerals beneficiation. There were entities like Jargy, which was a trading brand that was initiated to ensure that at least the SMME products have got a bargaining arm in the market. We all know that business is risk, there's trials and errors. Some things succeed, some things don't. There are other pursuits as well that took place, like opening of shops in Sandton, Rosebank, where SMMEs had to trade. Given economic challenges, mineral challenges, we've had our ups and downs. Right to a point where Lonwin also then took the baton and said, we're going to make sure that this entity that has been existing for so long is now rebranded and improved its protocols and is ready to play in the platinum beneficiation space, effectively. So hence, we now see the Platinum Incubator instead of the Platinum Incubator. It's been a journey. And beneficiaries of such an entity have always been in our hearts And all collaborations that we've done were for these entities to flourish, to be self-sustainable. Right to a point where, not so long ago, we committed again. Sibanye said, look, we want to see these people trading in the market, we want to see them succeeding. And therefore, we've come to this day where we said, as much as we will want to see success for eternity, but every journey has an end. It comes to an end. Every pursuit has a starting date and the end date. And today we are celebrating, I will say, the culmination of a whole lot of activities that have happened in the past. From 2007, even before when I was with this incubator, to today. And what we're also celebrating is the strength and courage of the small businesses, the youth, the ladies, and everybody else that have seen, with COVID and everything else that has happened, they've seen that this is the space worth pursuing. And we see our people, our young people coming through over and over again, believing that the minerals that South Africa has can actually put food on the table, can butter the bread. So we acknowledge them, and we are saying that, you know, we soldier on. And as we celebrate today the handover of the social labor plans, we soldier on. What we are taking with out of all the interventions to today is the official agreement with Ben & Co, a retail entity that a lot of you know, based in Menden. They were also incubated, by the way, beneficiary of our interventions and support. And they graduated a year before last, and now they are ready to take on those small businesses, SMMEs, that are ready to trade quality products to international standard into their precinct, into their shop, and that's where the products are going to say to be selling from now on. We also have Rekisa online store that is designated for the products of the SMMEs. That is also going to be ensuring that, come what may, COVID or not, the products are in the market and people are choosing their quality piece and they are able to acquire the beauty that these young people produce. We have another platform with Productivity SA, online store, where on a regular basis we promote together the products that the incubator and its SMMEs produce. Over and above that, we've improved our manufacturing acumen and specialize now in platinum. Because as you all know, within academic institutions in South Africa, training goes to the level of silver at most. So platinum is something that here in Northwest we specialize in. And we are proud to say throughout the country, we are the only incubator that ensures that even entry-level SMMEs are able to access platinum and produce quality pieces, valuable pieces in platinum group of metals. So having said that, I would like to, again, extend a short welcome and hope that this day is going to be as wonderful as we expected it to be. And I believe everybody saw the registrations outside, and everybody has got this note that shows that you've been screened. We are all safe to be here. We are all safe to be interacting together. Yeah? So just be comfortable and enjoy the day and the proceedings of the day as we carry on. We've also prepared a few tokens of appreciation for the love-hate relationship that we've had over the years between ourselves and our stakeholder Sibanye, who we are bidding by today. And I think Tabang will help me in handing these out. Just as Tabang is handing them out, we are also going to give a short announcement on the program. There is a slight adjustment. I've been told that Mr. Pumuzo Netwazi is not going to be with us. He couldn't make it, so we have an apology from him. And I've also been told that on your program you have the Councillor, Honorable Pokono. He's not in our midst this morning, however, he was able to grace us with Mr. Kombe as president, who has been designated to give us his word of support. I think what is going to happen is, before we just carry on, we'd like to acknowledge the people that have assisted us intensely, immensely throughout the years of engagements. So Taban is going to call them out, and if they don't mind just quickly coming to stage, and then hand them over their token, and we can carry on after. Thank you.
I'm already asking about it.
And we've got the Senior Vice President and Head of Mining from Sibanye, Floyd Masemola.
We'll have to take for him.
Or he couldn't make it.
Yes.
We've also got the Manager in Community Engagement and Development, Morgan Motwana. And from the Mayor's Office, we've got the Director of LD in Rustenburg Local Municipality, Edward Koman. Please don't go, because we also got one for the executive mayor, Pokuno, who couldn't make it as well. And we've got yours, the MMC, Councillor Offense Kombe. We've also got one for Pomoto from Sibanye, the regional manager. Is it Sibanye? No, he's from the mayor's office. He's not here as well. All right. You've got one for Iketling Mokhotana, the compliance manager. Mokhotong is sorry. Thank you very much. And we're going to move along quickly. We're going to ask the Councillor MMC Mufenze from there to come give remarks about the project.
Thank you, Program Director, and good morning, everyone. I have here with me a 7-page speech, and usually if I were to greet how we expected to, it could take up half of the program. So allow me to just acknowledge the presence of the Senior Vice President from Sibanye, Methabisile Pumo, the board members present, the CEO of the Platinum Incubator, Ms. Bonile Shongwe, and let me say participants. I would like for us to move away from this word called beneficiary. It has to me, in any case in my capacity, it has to me a sense of wanting to be given things. Whereas when you refer to people as participants, they are active participants in their own development and in the development of their SMEs. Hence, I'm using the word participant instead of beneficiary. My name, I'm Councillor Offensa Kombe. I'm a member of the Mayoral Committee responsible for local economic development, and I am here today on behalf of the Executive Mayor of the Rustenburg Local Municipality, which is Councillor Mpukuno. Let me firstly say thank you very much for having us here this morning and acknowledge the hard work that the Platinum Incubator together with CEDA and Sibanye have been doing over the past years. Since I took office in 2016, I have interacted on a number of occasions with Ongile regarding the incubator. I've also experienced the frustrations that you would sometimes have and ask the office to try and assist. But I think today it just goes to show the importance of manufacturing in the development of the local economy. That even during the toughest of economic times, even in the midst of a health crisis, you are still having SMEs that are still able to stand on their feet because of a sustainable business model that is followed. In many instances, we find that our SMEs want to take the short way around and do not want to do the hard work, which is laying a solid foundation for your initiative, for your business, and you end up rising quickly and falling quickly. So with the work that the incubator has done, and even in your remarks, we want to congratulate you for being able to keep the ship afloat. And I believe that this is not necessarily an ending. It might be a certain door closing, but I don't think Sibanye would ever close its doors forever to this baby that they have helped to nurture, and I'm quite sure that they will be there when they are needed. I would like to see this as it's like a child. You grow, you are born, you grow, you go to school, and then you need to fend for yourself. But it does not mean you can never turn back and ask for advice from the parent or ask for some assistance from the parent. So from our side as the LED, in terms of what we can do from a government side, our doors are always open to assist you where we can. And I would actually want to share something a little bit controversial, but I will say it nonetheless. I think I'm allowed. I'm hoping that we will one day get to a stage where the local economy, when we speak of local economic development, it stops being a talk show. I've on many occasions even told my team that there are some programs that I will refuse to render any speech, because each and every single time you go there, you make a speech, following year, you are still at ground zero, you make a speech, and all of a sudden, all it becomes is a talk show. So I'm hoping that within ourselves as government, we can lobby each other and sister departments to ensure that whatever is said about the local economy is actually implementable and gets implemented. And we do not set up all of these nice baskets of assistance and baskets of funding and then still make it difficult for people to access those particular resources. And I'm saying this from a very good place. And I'm saying this because we won't also be able to do it on our own. We need real business people who can help us advocate for these things. Not the type that we find that use tactics of intimidation and mafia style, and then you call yourself a businessman. Business people sit around the table and make a way where there is no way. So to all of the participants, congratulations that you have made it this far. Do not be disheartened by the ending of a relationship between the incubator and Sibanye. It's not an ending as such, in my understanding. And I believe your companies can still grow to greater heights. And remember that this is your company, this is your initiative. at the end of the day. The incubator is there and it did its job to get you to where you are today. From here on in, you need to work and grind as hard as possible. There will be tough times, but that's what will define your success or failures, whether you can grind it out during those hard times. Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations to Sibanye, SIDA, the Platinum Incubator, and all of the participants. Thank you.
We're going to skip the item by Pomoto because they couldn't make it. And then we're going to move to our SMMEs. We've got 2 SMMEs who have managed to grow because of the partnership between Sibanye and the Platinum Incubator. So I would like to call upon Nete from Mo and Nete Julius to come tell us how they grew it.
My name is Nete Mokhotu and I'm a director at Mongosi and Nete. This small company was founded by Mandrinkosi Moses and I through the help of the Platinum Incubator in 2018, and it has ever since flourished. We work with precious metals to make beautiful jewelry pieces. The Platinum Incubator, it has previously helped us with Sibanye Gold to establish a relationship whereby we were able to clean 3D printed pieces and polish them. Through the money that was made by the business, we were able to buy metals, consumables, and small machinery such as engravers. We were able to buy a bench that we can work from home and a polishing machine. We were also able to go to corporate markets at Sibanye and make sales. This also assisted our business a lot as we were able to continue buying metal and producing. In the past, Sibanye there was a competition that it had made. It was a CAD competition, I remember, that we entered, and it was about it was a CAD competition of making a 3D printable jewelry, platinum jewelry pieces that we won, and the revenue that we made from it, we also plowed back into the business. What I can say is that we truly have benefited from Sibanye in the past, and we thank you for the opportunity and the ones that Platinum Incubator give us from time to time. And we are ready to work and we are ready to continue with the good work. Thank you.
Tato Moini from Royalty Handmade Accessories. Apologies on the error made on the problem.
Morning. Good to be listening. Okay. I suffer from anxiety, so I'll just try to make this very quick. Good day, everyone. So I want to take this opportunity to thank TPI for selecting me to be part of this dynamic institution. When all hope was lost due to unemployment, you took me and gave me hope. I want to thank all the TPI staff for your support and transferring skills in order to understanding of running a sustainable business. Okay. You equipped me, and I can safely say I'm definitely ready to run a successful business and able to transfer the same skills to my future employees. Secondly, I want to thank Sibanye for sponsoring the competition, which I came second in 2019, the 3D printing. The competition helped me to think outside the box and also helped me to be innovative. From that day, I acquired more confidence and inspired me to believe in myself and that nothing is impossible if you put your mind on any project you intend undergoing. I'm thankful that you showed your very trust in us, thus sponsored our program by choosing us for sponsoring. Not only you help us financially, but also mentally, as you have faith in us to be worth helping. With the prize money I won, I managed to buy metal, things that I needed in my business. I actually invested in my business. I traveled around for networking and joined fashion shows to showcase my work. And some had to spoil myself a bit. So thank you again to TPI and Sibanye.
My name is Petros Chaloke, founder and director of Indigenous Crafts, where I got the opportunity to be incubated under the Platinum Incubator in the year 2017. From there, fast forward, standing here, what I'd like to do is just to appreciate and be thankful of what has happened and even now while I'm still here at TPI. I managed to work with Platinum for the very first time through TPI, where we participated in a lot of programs where we were also given the opportunity to produce for corporate gifts that we went to different markets. I remember one time we were at Brakpan, one of the Sibanye offices, to do markets there, and also at Lonmin LPD, we participated there. And then again, I also participated where we were servicing Sibanye, where they brought the 3D pieces for polishing. So through that, with the money that I got, it really boosted my business a lot because of it put me on a stage where I also got an opportunity to go and exhibit internationally, because for you to qualify to exhibit internationally, you need to have certain sales figures. So that really helped me a lot. I just want to be thankful to the TPI and Sibanye. Thank you.
I think Sisbo should join as well.
Good morning. Thank you so much for everyone making it today. And let me acknowledge the board, the incubator, local government, most importantly, the businesses that are here today. Because you are right, MMC, we are not having beneficiaries here today. We are having businesses. In fact, over the last couple of years, I've been coming here to buy my own jewelry here. So that's the same jewelry that we have bought for states. So guys, I hope as we leave this room, we change the narrative. And I also want to clear the rumor of the exit. I also want to tell you, the first business that you launched in Rosebank, I actually did that launch. Which means I come very far with this project. When you were speaking about Jaji, I was part of the people who designed the logo of Jaji. I used to run the Plat Africa Awards, so I was able to see both sides of this coin. This is over 10 years ago. And those who remember when we started that, and I was still with Anglo American, and I want to thank Anglo American for the vision of having seen when the story of beneficiation came. And this is the story that we carried on with Sibanye, where we said we wanted the child of a miner who digs platinum to make jewelry in Rustenburg. So it will be platinum dug in Rustenburg and made in Rustenburg, sold in Rustenburg and to the rest of the world. That was our story. So, and the fights that they talk about, they will know. We went to Brand South Africa and told them it is not possible that we can have such a brilliant brand and a brilliant story and hide it at some college in Rustenburg. So as you talk about the end of our relationship, I think it's a misnomer. Because what we are coming here to say today is you guys are ready to fly. We have done everything possible to put you in a position where we believe we are no longer talking to beneficiaries, but we are talking to businesses. I am going back to my bosses to tell them that there is a shop in Menlyn selling the jewelry made in Rustenburg out of the metals that were mined in Rustenburg. Guys, our job is done. You are no longer small scale. And so that is why I want to debunk the rumor that the relationship has ended. No, at a time when you are a parent and you see now your child, you have bought the child their first car, they are on the N1, you must let go so that they can speed away into new horizons. What we can assure you, which is something we are very committed to, is we will now be your clients. We will now buy your jewelry. So the jewelry shows that happen at Sibanye will continue. The promotion that we have done at Sibanye will continue. Because for the first time, I'm standing here 10 years or more later saying it was an incubation, but it is now a business. Councillor Kombe, I am looking at you. We've done our job. We want the mayor, in his absence, for you to send this message. For him to send it to the province, for them to send it to national, to say when they talk manufacturing, we've done it. They must now take it over. They must make sure that this business is at the airport. They must make sure that every trade show that the Northwest pursues, they go with this business. Because as I'm speaking to you today, our job of incubation is done. It is not the end of a relationship. It is us sitting with pride, and for me personally, having run Plat Africa Awards, having launched the first shop that they had in Rosebank, to say well done to everybody. Well done for the perseverance. To the board, you've got a great job ahead. You are not dealing with incubation only. You have the responsibility of getting these colleagues to the market. I hope that others will support you in your journey, but I hope you also realize that you need to pat yourself in the back together with management. Sibongile and I have had lots of conversations, a lot of interesting conversations, but you've done well though. And I can say that because when you see young black people doing this kind of stuff, you really realize that democracy was necessary. Transformation is not a story to us, Councillor Kombe. This is it. So I'm deeply proud to today hand over an incubation into a business. May there be more incubatees, because you've seen what just a small seed from a company called Sibanye Stillwater, and to that I've got to acknowledge Lodman, which we bought. I've got to acknowledge Anglo American, who made this possible. We just took over the baiting. I just happened to be the middle guy who has been there with Anglo American like old furniture, and it is my pleasure to today hand over the check for 1.1 million, which is our commitment and our goodbye to say may you fly, and I hope to be invited to be one of the first clients at your shop in Menlyn. Thank you.